Happy Saturday, everybody. Alpha here, and we are about to begin the 6th and final preliminary heat of the Mario Party is a Sport inaugural season. As you can see by the scores here, after 5 heats, Luigi's up top, having played all 4 of his heats, and you can see beside his total score, each of his heat scores. So he's up top for now, but in second place is Mario with, in my estimation, a pretty good chance to actually supersede him for the top slot. And Donkey Kong in third place right now with 25 points. He has played all 4 of his heats and therefore cannot go any higher. So he is going to have to play the last chance board, which is going to be Minigame Stadium next episode, which will be all of the bottom 4 slots. Top 2 are safe and into the finals guaranteed. Among the bottom 3, Peach, Wario, and Yoshi, all pretty close together. So if any of them can somehow reach to top 2, which is basically getting to 32 or higher, they'll be able to make it beyond the... I'm losing my train of thought here. This teaches me to rehearse things. They'll make it past the last chance board right into the finals. But my prediction as of right now is the Mario Brothers are going to be safely in the finals, and everybody else is going to have to fight for the last 2 slots. So that's about where we stand heading into heat number 6, which will be Mario's Rainbow Castle with Peach, Wario, and Yoshi, all of whom you can see do not have a 4th heat score attached to them yet. So all of that mumbo jumbo having been spoken, welcome to the final preliminary. So here we go, Mario, the star of this board. And we got Wario and Peach and Yoshi. We've been to all these places, except for one. All blocks are still in effect. Toad may change places with Bowser, huh? Sounds kind of reminiscent of the tropical island. And here we go. The turn order is Yoshi, Wario, Peach, and Mario. On this last preliminary board, the star technically does not change places. Seems to do that from time to time. Anyway, Toad technically does not change positions, but in keeping with that switching places thing Koopa just mentioned, Toad may disappear from the board. This one's actually kind of unique in style, and you'll see why once somebody actually gets to the tower. Big 10 for Peach. Seems like at least one person has gotten that Big 10 to start out every board. Oh, look at that. Nice progress for Peach. A pretty even start here. And we start on the floating chunk of rock. Everybody besides Mario is really, truly fighting for a spot here. And if everybody else gets too far ahead, Mario may have to as well. Top two after this heat are guaranteed into the final boards. Everybody else will have to play Minigame Stadium and finish top two there to take the third and fourth spots.
Finish.
I think this is the first time that everybody survived. Great start to the night, and the tie has not been broken yet. Ooh. Rough for progress, but potentially okay for the wallet.
Star.
Peach successfully did this the last time. Can Yoshi do it now? Blue's fading. If Yoshi can keep it up, he might have it. Oh, it's gonna... He got him! Well, that was close, though. Yoshi's broken the tie. That answers two questions. What Koopa meant by switching places and what the happening space does. Oh, and how about that? Here's what happens. Aside from a couple of branch paths that you see on the camera view here, it's pretty much a straight path as opposed to circling around the board in different directions. Once you get to the end of the trail, you're going to run into either Toad or Bowser. Either an opportunity to buy a star or Bowser's usual set of tricks. The bobsled run record is currently held by Mario and Wario at 64.56 seconds. And as you can see, they are split up. Ooh. Hard smash puts Red up ahead. They both make the boost. Seems like Mario's having a little trouble keeping control of his sled. Or Peach, I should say. Mario controls the acceleration from the rear. Blue sled has come just a little bit ahead. Not far enough to say that we've got a clear winner here. Anything could certainly still happen, and has over the series. Like that, a crash up against the wall, and another. Oh, this is going to be tight! And the blue sled barely. And the record has been tied. So now, add Peach's name to the list. 3 people now hold this record. Another flip. Not the greatest news for Peach. She's getting pretty close. She'll take the long way to slow herself down. She could very feasibly get there on the next roll, though. Interesting decision by Mario there to make that flip. That's going to fall to Peach's benefit unless somebody else makes a green landing. If you notice, this may be the last board in the order, but the difficulty level falls back down to 1 star. That's mainly because this board isn't so much strategy as it is really getting lucky when you get to the end of the beaten path.
Finish.
That was a close finish. Could easily have been any of the humans. Two slow blocks in the game and they both fall to Yoshi. So there's Boo on the first long scenic route. Yeah, you're definitely gonna not make a meaningful steal this early. Oh. Unfortunate. That's another turn for somebody to turn it around. Anybody care for a little naked swim, minus the naked? Be a good idea for Peach to surface fairly soon. Mario quickly recovering his chest, and there's still a big one up for grabs. Nobody's got any anticipation. Everybody's playing strictly on whether the sea creatures are right there. Peach got none of that. Doesn't really matter though. Toad is still facing front. What matters is if Toad is still facing front by the time Peach gets there. It looks like he will. There it is. So there's the end. If Toad's facing out, it's worth a star. And first blood to the princess. Now the other condition that forces the switch is somebody passing the tower. Once that happens, back to the start. Get your bonus. Do it all over again. This board isn't necessarily going to be much for strategy, if that's what those of you watching are into. But things can certainly still happen out here.
Ready?
Oh, false start for both Mario and Yoshi. Record here is 22.9, held by Luigi, who obviously could not be here to defend. Looks like Peach is up front. Record remains intact, but Peach wins it. I'm still amazed that Bobsled Run had its record tied earlier. So far, everybody here's doing pretty okay on coins. This is what, turn 6? Yeah, we can see the turns on this board proceeding pretty quickly. Took the least damage Mario possibly could, and for some reason is taking the quick direct route with Bowser up front. Can that rope support Wario's weight? Well, I suppose if it can support Donkey Kong, it'd probably handle him. Nice back shot by Peach there. Peach has gotten a lot of hits on Wario. Oh wow, he's getting swarmed here. The team's got it together on this stretch. That last one was a no-cell hit. Oh, they better do something now. It is too late. Wario's going to catapult himself into second with that one. Until he gets a star, that's as far as he's going. Mario just got absolutely lucky. But it's got to stay that way. Nobody who has ever held the chest has missed. And that's not going to start now.
Finish!
A hidden block in a red space, huh? Oh, that's great. So Peach has just afforded herself a double boo, because she's going to go right there on the next turn. And Mario makes it on the board. Mario does still have to do well on this board, because if he doesn't, he could be surpassed. Get over 32 points and you're guaranteed to be in. Peach allowed that sack away. And there's one left. There it is. The rest are coins. By the time Mario finally took a swing with that hammer, it was too late. That coin bouncing everywhere and Mario able to capitalize from Kingdom Come. Double-digit landing for Wario. And here we are with a nice crisp playing of the get stung in the ass 4 times before you win game. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, folks, but it's pretty easy to see underneath the butterflies. And it really isn't even that hard to memorize the right hits anyway. Yep, she's gonna do it. She did it. Boo made an absolute career killing off the money he made in the engine room last episode. Peach is now very safely in first. And barring something special happening, Wario's on his way to a meeting with Bowser. Looks like Wario got the big block.
Finish.
Everybody got a decent corner, which is alright to see. A mostly even finish. Big 10 for Wario, but I dare say now would not be the time to get it. That 40 coins? Ooh, fucking steep price. Has Bowser begun a reign of terror here? Peach is coming pretty close to lapping Yoshi. That's going to be some money for Wario. The best thing you can do for yourself on top of this flower is keep it level.
Finish.
So what are we going to see? 32, 4, and 2 again? Yep. Maybe this should have been a commentary on the predictability of certain minigames. But at any rate, my point in this series was to prove that this can be made into a broadcastable sport, and I'd say I've done that. Speed block for Peach. Guarantees some good progress. And she's still got time to win another game. Or some other way, perhaps.
Showtime.
Too bad. Can easily be recovered at the very least. Peach needs this game, and given the skateboarder's history in it, I'd say she's gonna get what she needs here. Cut that first log awfully close, and the second one too. I find it interesting that they're able to skate on this rainy dirt path. That's it. With that win, with that win, Peach looks to be on course to get that star. Yoshi took a hard minus. Let's see if he can recover that here. Well, no, but... Oh! It does cost Peach a star. That'll give Wario first place, but only for a fleeting moment. Two straight minuses. We've seen 2 consecutive hits at the same block. We've not seen 3. But Peach has enough coins that no grade of minus will hurt her. That was an interesting change of mind that Wario just had. Kinda curious why. Whatever it was, that was lucky. Bowser's had the center tile for quite a few occasions here. Wario has cut it the closest so far, but he still did it. Well, Peach won't get there just yet. But let's see if she can take her star back. Now something happens to her. It won't be a star. Unless, of course, she were to lose it, but instead, she's going to get paid fairly handsomely. To the tune of doubling her money. At the Red Plumber's expense. And it also looks as though Yoshi is going to take the star right out from under Peach next turn. The only thing that would stop that now would be a 1. Which would mean a Bowser visit. Well, unlike in Coin Sour Flower, these drops are random. You never know from one to the next if you're going to get money or a hammer. Thought for a split second Wario was going to sell his soul for the good sack. He did well here, I suspect. Oh, yeah. Poor Mario took a swan dive without getting anything for it. And Yoshi didn't do that much better. He is, however, going to put himself on the board. Everybody has had a star at one point in this match. The one Mario had was stolen by Peach through Boo. And then that star went to Wario via chance time. Well, that may still be good news. And that's another turn that Toad can come back out to play. Somebody's going to lose money. Question is, who? It's going to be Wario. And down 30. There's the money. Not there.
Miss. Oh, no.
Too bad. Second time that Mario has lost this game. Historically, up to now, Mario has won his heat. His previous one, as a matter of fact, when he was on the Battle Canyon. Peach has won her last two, the Tropical Island and the Engine Room. Which, if you recall, the Engine Room was a very low-scoring heat. Peach only won 7 for the victory. And one rule I believe I forgot to mention was that second place also pays out 2 points of bonus. Third place pays out 1. If you land in fourth, you get no bonus at all. Peach is still on. And a lucky no-sell allows her to the end. "14 turns in and Mario is alone at the bottom. Unfortunately, that salvation never came for Peach. Well, I mean, it's just a piece of charcoal, really. At least you get rebated 25%. For whatever that turns out to be worth later. Shit. Reign of Terror indeed. And Yoshi starts with the ball. 60 seconds on the clock. First shot made. Wins it. And Yoshi makes the dunk with no trouble.
Finish.
Kind of hit or miss as to whether that's good news for Wario or not. So far, it's looking good. If Mario gets to the tower first and nobody hits green, it will indeed be good news for Wario. Could we see a repeat team performance here? Nope. Down goes the princess. Everybody else makes it. Yoshi makes it to 2. Money. A little too late on that one. Peach almost had the right idea and almost missed the 30 par. Mario will be able to move next turn. Or Wario will. So somebody's going to get the Royal Shaft and somebody's going to get a star. Most likely. The last time this was played was an absolute train wreck.
Finish.
Not so much this time. Although Peach almost stole it from Yoshi. For those who didn't see it, the chest was fucking visible and flashing by like the 40-second mark. And nobody went for it. Everybody's bearing close. Mario's going to be the first to take the shaft, but he doesn't have 40. And Mario is at rock bottom. That was an interesting switch. I thought Yoshi was going to be the one taking a drink. Oh! Never in a million years did I expect to see that. And it's a shame for Yoshi too, because he was on top of it as the flag was raised. Instead, I guess he psyched himself out and just jumped off. No, there's definitely merit to jumping back in the middle because you never know which one it's going to be, and the middle is closest. Steep price if you don't get 90. Now nothing moved left or right. And yet that's not stopping anybody from doing exactly that. So much more left and right motion than is necessary from everybody. And by more than necessary, I mean any at all.
Finish!
I'm not entirely sure what everybody gets graded on there, but regardless, everybody that isn't Mario is running close. And Toad is still facing front.
Start!
Speed kills. And apparently so does Sloth.
Go!
Some pivotal trips at the finish line. Getting near it. Well, at that point there was no way that Wario wasn't getting the star.
Yeah!
We're getting the 3 stars for bonuses. On top of the 4 we have, 6 more says that we get to our 100. There's some good news for Mario. Or not Mario, Peach. Can she get there? No, another tiny roll. Could Yoshi get there, perhaps? Well, even if he did now, there's no getting enough coins. He's not the bowler.
Start. Finish.
But because Yoshi is passing,
Whoa.
the news turns sour for Peach.
Finish.
Well, that was definitely guided, but not a very significant payday. Where are we at? We are on 20. Come in. Oh, hi, kitty. No, I don't. Would only make it more humid in here.
More human.
Oh, close enough. Watch your back, the door's closing. I love you too. It's amazing to me that Wario can get his fat self underneath those poles.
Man.
I guess they can hear me. Or was it his big nose? Either way, he lost. Low roll buys Peach a little more time. Good plus hit for Mario.
Start.
Seen a pretty good number of catches be made overall here. Of all the chessmen, up there's one.
Finish.
A lot of catches. Who did the best? Not bad from anybody, but Peach got the lion's share. And enough so over Wario that she's got second place. On a very provisional basis. And by provisional, I mean, well, have a look for yourself. Just how many pieces of shaped coal does he have? Oh boy. Man. Love you too. That's fun. Swing the hammer right at them and it doesn't do dick. The tall cock block tower.
Finish.
Right, so you're poor, so you go after the other poor guy. Sometimes it works. But what doesn't, in most cases, is this, which stands to cost Mario everything he just stole. And then some. Well, there's your then some. Mario got taken for a 25 coin ride. And it looks like he's about to be taken for more. Sometimes what looks like a good day just isn't. Thing about 5 here is that either direction hits green. So perhaps things are about to turn around for our players. Could Wario get there? Not yet. But again, by the looks of it, somebody's going to suffer and somebody's going to prosper. And Mario just keeps on digging. Fortunately, this time he's got nothing to lose and everything to gain. And by everything to gain, he's going after Wario. How does 43 coins strike you? He's got him.
Finish.
And Mario made back almost everything he just lost in one fell swoop. Yoshi got the big roll he needed. So he's going to expand his lead, and Wario's going to be left in the dirt. Yeah, Mario's on a money-making roller coaster here. 10th pass means full rebate. We're nearly halfway through. Wario at this moment has lost 86 stars, if only. 86 coins within the span of a turn. 76 now, but still. 73 is a huge loss. Speaking of huge losses, a lot of money's about to change hands. Peach steals from Wario instead of Yoshi? That was certainly interesting. The lead could have been hers right then. It looks like this is one of those rare setups where, well, where you could have actually gotten all the money available. Instead, a slip on that tower means only the coin was any good. Yep, that's what I read.
Ready?
Decent segue into this, which has proven to be a hit or miss game over the last couple of rounds. Hard to see through the thwomps, isn't it? Everybody played on point this time. Right down to Wario saving Peach from what should have been a catch. To my memory, no partial team has made it to the socket. It's either been everybody or nobody. Yeah. That's gonna cost the field.
Finish.
We've seen the hammer a lot tonight. Three blocks, 2 sacks. We know where they are now. Or not, perhaps I miscounted. Yes, as soon as Wario decides to wake up, we'll finish the proceedings here. Yeah, I miscounted alright. Yeah. Ow. Big 10 for Mario. And he's going to use it to run right to Toad.
Yeah.
And we have our tears.
Start.
Round, round, round they go. Where do they stop? Fuck if we know.
Finish.
The bumping conflict between Peach and Yoshi allows Mario to the top. Ouch, another big minus hit. Seems to happen in spades between last board and this. And the minus block has only been around since Heat 5, the engine room.
Start.
It's Wario's turn. And the skateboard record continues perfection. Another 10 on a minus. And another green switch. And again. This race does not favor who's going to get there first. Oh. Double-edged sword on that one. Somehow that 3 coins on the blue space seems like sorry compensation.
Start.
And the gentleman exact revenge for the earlier Bowser attack.
Finish.
No, honestly, the performance between 1 and versus 3 there has been about half and half. Oh, can Yoshi fare any better than Mario did a moment ago? Anybody see where it is? No, I don't think so. I think it's right up front. Yep, there you go.
Miss.
GB, honestly, I would say at this point, wherever you think it is, go across from it, and that's probably where you'll find it. Well, Wario won the race, but I don't think that's a prize befitting a winner, do you? Peach, on the other hand, has lost the race and is quite likely to get that star. And now, albeit a bit later than could have been, Peach takes first. But by the end of the first final board, we are now guaranteed to have our 100 stars. We've got 7 here to put us to 94 off the 87. The 3 bonuses here, and then the 3 bonuses there. We'll all do it.
Ready? Go.
Oh, Yoshi missed his sack. And fell considerably behind momentarily.
Go.
And Yoshi somehow came back to win it. I thought for a second, for the first time, somebody was going to walk out of Skateboard Scamper without any money. Nobody's close besides Yoshi.
Start. Finish.
You gotta be shitting me. They performed that badly and they all won? Incredible. Yoshi could potentially do some damage before he runs into Bowser.
Chance time.
He'll need some charity if he's gonna get Toad. Well, that'll certainly help ease the pain of what Bowser may be about to do to Yoshi. Geez, Wario just cannot catch any speed. But that is fantastic news for Yoshi. That, however, was not.
Chance time.
It looked for a moment like Yoshi was about to get to 4. Looks like Peach is going to do it first. Unless... Nope. Looks like it's going to be Peach. Most likely. The amount of coins that Mario has stolen from Yoshi this turn is on 2 separate chance times. That's a rough way to go, but hey, at least he still got his star.
Start.
Down goes Peach. Mario somehow survives that one. And after a long roundabout, down goes Mario. And Wario, who had plenty of space to get off the edge, rolls off. So all in all, if you ignore the warp, Yoshi's had a pretty alright turn. Oh, he could screw Peach here, but he's not gonna do that. I can honestly say I have no idea why Yoshi didn't put the screw to Peach. Mario's all but spinning his wheels the last couple turns.
Start.
The competition here will truly begin once we're down to 2 tiles. And here we go.
Finish. Woohoo.
Well, that was more inactivity than I was expecting here. Nobody's anywhere near the spire right now. This could take a little while. Even with speed blocks, it's going to be a few turns before much really happens there.
Woohoo.
Like I said, Mario's coin count has been absolutely cycling, and pretty wildly at that.
Start.
Obviously, between Boo and this, he's going to be on an upswing. Not the decision I would have made. Part of this game is adaptation.
Finish.
Nobody seems to do so hot with that. Hovering in the low 30s every time.
Ready? Go.
The Peach defends her record of 32.03 from the outside track and immediately spins out. You don't want to get lapped on one of these tracks, especially since you change every time. Because if you get lapped, you get knocked off. It's possible. I'm watching the clock and it's possible. No! 300ths too late. And Yoshi did not give Peach the same courtesy. Indeed he did. Peach didn't steal from Yoshi when she had the chance to take the lead. But Yoshi certainly did from Peach. Only once out of all the times has this been won. Well, emphatic. Wrong, but emphatic. Yoshi's got it this time.
Start.
Gets there with little trouble.
Finish. Start. Finish.
I mean, not much to say at that point. We know how they operate on this game. Peach targeted. Another interesting decision. She doesn't have the most stars or the most coins. So I'm left to wonder why Wario decided that.
Start.
Well, Peach is, let's say, considerably slimmer than the last person to play this. Careful not to fall, or we might get a good view up that dress. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Finish.
Nope.
Yeah.
No such fortune for most of us.
Chance time.
There's some pretty possible damage here. So how big a swing are we talking here? Not that big, but benefits Yoshi all right. Well, here we go. Steal and steal alike in the dungeon. Peach wasting no time going after Mario. Well, for a couple seconds there, Peach was on a roll. Now we're seeing some dry patches. There's very little action here. The steals for the most part have been single coins as opposed to the more devastating sacks. Although they have happened enough. I can't imagine the swings were that big. Yeah, not really. $36. Well, the shell game hasn't shown up the last few times. Seems like somebody may have been listening. There's no getting the money on this setup. You either get the sack, or you get the 2 coins.
Miss.
That's provided, of course, you progress far enough to actually reach that. Certainly seems that way, doesn't it? One more star and we get to 100 here and now. And if that happens, I'm just going to stay on the air as I do my black magic involving coins. That way we can see what happens next in the scope of the game. Be kind of funny if everybody did forget the jump button here, wouldn't it?
Finish.
Peach wins it again. Yoshi moves ahead nicely. But Wario's going to get up further. Nobody wants to risk getting a good shroom now. Yeah, if you'd stayed on the pink mushroom as you would have suggested, Chibi, then you'd be further away from that. That's why the center's got some merit. Sometimes it doesn't help you as much when you got a mass of humanity underneath where you're trying to land. And hey, there's always that chance that the center's right where you gotta be. Uh-oh, bad news for Wario.
Finish. Yeah.
And Wario's going broke. While it looks like Peach again may be about to prosper at his expense. Once again, sometimes you just don't want to win the race. It's just not worth it to you. Peach isn't getting there yet. It may shortly be Yoshi's day in the sun. Hammer time. Hey, there's a sack right there.
Finish.
I would say that Mario's hesitation cost him that last sack. Yoshi's not going to get there. The record loss in this dungeon is 25 coins.
Finish.
Only 15 that time. Peach also won't get there. Which is too bad because now Yoshi's guaranteed to get the star. Ugh. Barring that damn misfortune. Yoshi would have to lose 40 coins in order to not get the star, and that's pretty much unheard of. Especially in this normal version, where not only do you have to knock the sack away from him, you gotta worry about chasing it to get the money. There's no way Yoshi loses enough.
Finish.
But between the two, he lost 40. Pretty even spread of wealth otherwise. A weak plus. But a plus nonetheless, and any roll gets there. And we are going to get to 100 stars this board. We haven't seen the Koopa block yet. They were pretty prominent on the Battle Canyon, though. The Yoshi only opts for a money steal. which of course was his only option. And that warp block may have given Wario a one-way ticket to Bowser. Even break for Peach. Coins over there, Mario. Yeah, real impressive payoff there. And at long last, the only minigame left undone. Hot Bob-omb. Real simple. Pass the bomb around. Bomb blows up on you. You lose money as if it was 1 on 3. And it's on Wario. It only took 6 heats for this damn game to show up. The final 10 are upon us. After this, we will know who's top 2. What? This is actually the second time that somebody's going to suffer the poison mushroom effects without still being on there. And the only way that could happen is with that warp block. Actually, considering the fact that Bowser's out, the fact that Yoshi's poisoned right now is pretty good news. It means there's time for somebody to spin it around. Big money start with that sack. That hammer may very well have saved Peach from taking a dive. Mario grabs that sack after the bell. It's gonna count. I can think of a couple instances right now where a star swap would be devastating. We saw Mario suffer one in the 4th heat and still win. The tune of 4 stars, the worst one here would have been equal to that. And nobody gives Yoshi any such charity. He's pretty close to having to visit Bowser, and if he does, Mario's likely to get the next star.
Star.
You're right, Chibi. It does kind of seem like a Mario brother is always on the podium. Did all the musicians win? Yep. No love for the conductor. kind of like real life, at least where I play. And Yoshi's going broke. The door is open for Mario. If he can roll big enough to catch it. Or perhaps not. Well, one thing's for sure, Peach is about to break the tie in some way, shape, or form. And it's going to be the Nava Star from Yoshi. And re-establish the tears. If you're in the chat, folks, duck and cover. I think this may be the first time there was no shuffling, just straight spinning. And I think Peach has it. Yep.
Finish.
Chibi. It was the bottom right. Too bad for Mario. Back to the b-ball court. This time it's the same teams, but this time the royal couple starts with the ball. Stealing back and forth, and a back pass to Wario. I thought that was going to be a combo dunk right there.
Finish.
Or would it be more like opponent assisted? Something of that nature. Either way, Mario wins it for him and Peach. Yoshi has chosen to help Mario. There has been a lot of help and help alike on this board, and I'm not entirely sure where it comes from. $20 coins. I believe the biggest we've seen up to now is 25. There's the Koopa block. And Mario moves back into contention for third. Give the assist to Yoshi. And 150% refund off the reimbursement. Plus a flip back to Toad, but I don't believe anybody's there. Here we go. We got us a literal cash grab here. All this money dumped out to sea. Yours for the taking, if you can catch it. Seeing an awful lot of close-range casting. No grand stellar performance. There are a lot of boos here. And that's the one.
Finish.
We're about to coast right into the final five. Another red hidden. It doesn't seem to have any bearing on what you'll find in it. Because if it did, you certainly wouldn't be finding Koopa under a red. You certainly wouldn't be finding Bowser under a blue. Wario and Yoshi barely avoiding getting hit.
Go!
And here we go. Well, there's nothing to wonder about. If you've been paying attention to the game, you know what the standings are. See, even this guy playing like a halftime reporter, that's even further proof that this can be a sport. Toad is facing front as we get started here. Three at the junction means you could get the mushroom space. Or you will get the mushroom space, but taking it is a gamble. You're taking the long path and you could get poisoned there. Unfortunately for Mario, there is no avoiding the green. With a 5 at the junction. Mario with a definite edge, getting that big chest. And he's got it. Mario obviously going for deeper reaches. A decent finish for all. Speed block guarantees Bowser for Yoshi. Could be good news for either Wario or Mario, depending on who rolls what. Well, fortunately, Koopa's going to give a half rebate for that one for the rest of the game. Or a full rebate for the star. Depending, of course, upon what you just did. Big 10 for Wario. That's a star. Some other kind of magic is going to have to happen for Wario to get back in this. Peach, without question, holds the coin star. She's the only one to have broken 150. And after Mario passes the tower, it's going to be hard for anybody to get there again. That 30 seems to hit a lot on Bowser's version of Chance Time. That's actually pretty okay for Peach. Her coin record is going to sit safe for a little bit. If not permanently. Well, the Bowser's space was not really Mario's misfortune. The Bowser suit certainly was. Huge break for Mario. Peach has just helped Mario take the lead. What a turn of events. Back into the water. Much shallower this time. Oh, Wario wasted no time taking that one off Yoshi. Down to 2. Because this is a pivotal point in this series, I'm going to keep airing through the point of business. Show everybody the scores again. That way everybody can see what's going on next. That's about how it's done. Or should be. But Peach isn't carrying it very well. Peach is definitely not making 30.
Finish!
And that is the first sub-30 performance we have seen on Whack-A-Plant. We're almost to the last turn, and we're just over the 2-hour mark here. Now Yoshi gets a turn on the rope. Friendly fire has started already. Oh, close one. That wind is dangerous if you're down. Down Yoshi goes.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody's reaching the tower now. But Mario's still going to make himself a power move. Further plant him into the lead. There's our safe spot. Final game is another romp through the platforms. And here we go.
Finish.
And Mario takes the final hit. So how's this end? Game Star goes to Peach. As will the Coin Star, no question in my mind. If Mario gets the Happening Star, he wins. If not... No, it's Wario's. Peach has won her third heat. I look forward to tallying up these stars, these scores. Yeah, it certainly looked like Mario had it, but not to be. And Yoshi finishes fourth for the second time this series. Mario is the only one who does not. Alright, so let me get a screenshot here. Save it up to Paint. There we go. And this is the whole reason behind my doing this. Because the computer players don't get anything. So now we have the official results here. First thing I'm going to do... You know, I'm going to play as Peach. See if I can pull off getting all the money. Alright, let's actually try that once more, shall we? Now that I have them changed, I can actually save state closer. There we go, that's more like it. Now obviously we've seen the official results, none of this really matters that much. At first it looked like Luigi was going to run undefeated, but Peach actually won the most heats. Peach won 3, Luigi 2, and Mario 1. Alright, well this sequence here is going on. Let me write this out real quick. So Peach got 11 points that heat on her third win. Mario got 8. Wario got 6. And Yoshi only got 3. So, let's see. Peach gets 11, goes up to 30. Mario gets 8, goes up to 35. Wario gets 6, goes up to 23. And Yoshi gets 3, goes up to 19. Alright, so let me do a quick rearrange here. Alright. Now some black magic time. Oh, don't really need it this time. Cool. Double your money. But that's nothing. Look at the stars. We're there. Now let's see if that's the time for something relevant to happen. Hang tight just a second. Now we're not actually doing another game. This is literally so I can see something. Okay. Something will happen to your stars soon. Until then, visit maps you haven't seen. So now we've seen the 6 primaries already. But if you go back to the item shop now, a magma mountain, huh? So this will become available after we have played the first 6 maps at least one time, which we did. So now this will become unlocked. And Magma Mountain will be the first of the 2 finals boards. However, we do not know who is in the finals just yet. And that leads me to what comes next. We're going to be heading to the minigame stadium next. And give me a second to do some calculating here. I will know in just a moment. Alright, we're going to leave this right here. And as I switch back over to this, okay, cool. So here are the standings after the preliminaries. Mario, despite finishing second, got enough points to surpass Luigi for first place at 35. Luigi, of course, still has 32. So Mario and Luigi are actually already slotted into the final two boards. First of which being Magma Mountain, and the second being, well, we'll see when we get there. If you know what it is already, do not spoil it for anybody else. And everybody else is going to play Minigame Stadium. The top two finishers there. Do I want to do it that way? No, you know what? I really don't. Every 50 coins in there, since there are no stars, every 50 coins will still count as a point. You still get points based on your finish. And we'll basically call that your last chance to make it in. Or is that how I want to do it? You know what? No. Chibi, you decide. There are two ways we can carry out this the minigame stadium board. We can either set it so the points are still a thing, or we can have the top two finishers move on with the Mario Brothers. Now that I really think about it, it might be fairest to let the Mario Brothers just move on forward because they've earned it with their top two. But what do you think? All right. In that case, that's what it'll be. Mario is already up there. Luigi is already up there. Scores are now out of play. So, next time around, episode 7 will be Minigame Stadium with Yoshi, Wario, Donkey Kong, and Peach. And the top two to finish in the stadium will move on to the finals. The bottom two are out of the series. Out of the season, at least. So that is what we have to look forward to. And with all of that having been said and done, look for me tomorrow fairly early compared to normal. I don't have my usual rehearsal, so I will be able to play that much sooner than normal. We will know who's in the finals at the end of the next episode, and with that, I'm off to bed. Have an alpha night.